Too many hogs.
After just a single night, the entire field was torn apart, with estimated losses exceeding $50,000. As the morning light spread, all that remained was churned soil and rows of completely destroyed crops. Months of effort had nearly vanished without a trace. There was no more time to hesitate. The farmer was forced to implement a solution never used before. But the question still remained: could they stop the entire herd in one attempt? Or would the cycle of destruction continue immediately after? The entire process was recorded from the very first steps, as a massive circular trap began to take shape, with a diameter of up to 30 feet. This was not a design meant to handle individual animals, but one aimed at capturing the entire herd in a single operation. The goal was clearly defined, at least 30 animals per deployment, because if even a few managed to escape, they would quickly adapt, become more cautious, and nearly impossible to approach again using traditional methods. For a farm spanning over 500 acres under constant invasion, this was no longer an experiment. It was a necessary move to regain control. For that reason, in areas with high wild boar density, large-scale steel trap systems are prioritized. The circular structure, built from heavy 4-gauge steel, forms a solid enclosure. Its rounded design eliminates sharp corners, reducing the sense of being trapped and allowing the herd to enter naturally without suspicion. The steel gate, 8 feet wide and weighing around 150 pounds, is connected via LTE, enabling remote operation through a mobile device. The entire system is secured with steel posts driven nearly 90 centimeters into the ground, strong enough to withstand the force of adult boars. Each day, approximately 90 kilograms of corn is evenly spread to maintain their return pattern. During the first 3 to 5 nights, the gate remains open, allowing the herd to become familiar with the space without sensing any threat. Only when infrared cameras confirm that the entire herd has moved deep inside does the operator activate the closing mechanism from distances of over 6 kilometers. The moment the gate drops, every escape route is sealed. No retreat, no second chance. The final results clearly demonstrate effectiveness. 32 wild boars captured in a single operation, with a total estimated weight exceeding 2,500 pounds. This is not only an immediate reduction in damage, but also a way to prevent future reintrusion from the same group. Beyond crop destruction, wild boars also carry dangerous diseases such as African swine fever, ASF, porcine reproductive and respiratory syndrome, and other rapidly spreading respiratory infections. When they enter livestock areas, they can transmit these diseases to domestic animals, causing serious consequences across the entire production system. In addition, bacteria such as Salmonella and E. coli can spread through the environment, increasing biosecurity risks. This makes wild boar control not just about protecting crops, but a critical part of disease prevention strategies. When pushed into a controlled situation, wild boars can become extremely dangerous. Adult males, especially during breeding season, are highly aggressive and will react strongly to any perceived threat. This creates significant risks for farmers and anyone working nearby. For that reason, controlling them near populated areas becomes essential to protect communities. As the trapping day comes to an end, the field gradually regains its quiet. They carry the results of a carefully planned operation back with them, leaving behind land that has just been reclaimed, and realizing that this season still has a chance to be saved.
For many years, foxes have been perceived as extremely cautious small predators, rarely staying visible long enough for humans to observe them clearly. They quietly glide along field edges, hug fence lines, and vanish so quickly that what remains in many people's memory is only a streak of a dark red tail fading into the night. But as housing and residential developments continue to expand deeper into semi-wild areas, the safety buffer that once existed is gradually disappearing. As a result, encounters no longer occur in remote places, but begin to happen right behind chicken coops, next to organic waste bins, or along narrow paths leading out to the fields. What makes fox control complex is not only their speed or agility, but also their ability to learn from and adapt to their surroundings. Foxes do not move aimlessly in search of food. They observe carefully, remembering which places are safe, where unusual scents appear, and where risks have been encountered before. Once they become familiar with a specific movement corridor, they tend to return to that exact route over many consecutive nights. For this reason, in many farming areas, a different approach has gradually been prioritized. The padded foothold trap with a holding mechanism, a type of trap designed to restrain the animal in place without causing serious injury when applied correctly. Unlike cage traps, which are easily noticeable in open spaces, this system almost completely blends into the ground. The holding loop is carefully camouflaged with fine soil, dry leaves, and surrounding natural materials, making the entire spot appear untouched. After many nights of observation using infrared cameras, managers noticed that foxes rarely rush straight toward bait. Instead, they tend to approach from the side, pause for a few seconds, lift their heads to scan the surroundings, and then advance in short, cautious steps. Rather than placing the device directly at the bait location, the trap system is set at the transition zone between covered ground and a small open patch in front. This is precisely where the animal's front paw almost always lands. When the loop is triggered, the tightening force is distributed relatively evenly, strong enough to hold the animal's leg and prevent escape while minimizing heavy impact. During the first few days, the trapping area is handled with extreme care to minimize human traces. Operators wear gloves, avoid leaving unfamiliar scents, and limit repeated movement around the selected location.
Sheep's wool.
The lure is also not placed in an obvious manner, but instead dispersed lightly along the approach route to spark curiosity rather than create suspicion or alertness. Once the entire setup reaches a stable state, the system is fully activated. In modern management, technology has significantly shortened response time after activation. Sensors installed at the set can send signals almost instantly to the supervisor's phone. This is especially important because with holding traps, the shorter the response time after triggering, the better. The manager can quickly arrive on site, cover the animal to reduce stress, assess its physical condition, and then proceed with handling according to local regulations. In areas applying humane practices, health evaluation and relocation to a more suitable habitat are essential steps. In addition to direct control measures, many farms reinforce fencing, secure poultry enclosures, install motion sensor lights, and eliminate unnecessary attractants. When the environment around residential areas is no longer easily accessible to foxes, intrusion pressure is significantly reduced. Fox trapping is a necessary adaptive measure as ecological boundaries continue to shrink and conflicts occur more frequently. In this context, the most effective solution does not lie in overwhelming force, but in the ability to observe, adapt, and intervene with precision so that both sides can continue to coexist within a sustainable limit.